오버워치 프로를 하면서 이때까지 이렇게 긍정적이고 밝은 에너지를 가진 친구들이랑 처음 해봤는데 너무 좋고 계속해서 더 발전해갈 수 있는 팀이지 않나 생각.
So in his career, like he's never been in like this team, like a positive mental attitude like team like this before. So he feels like he can improve a lot and develop in this team.
Jonathan, Vivian, Watchpoint, Lobby. Bani, I have a question for you. Obviously, you guys just beat your old team. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels pretty good actually. Yeah, I mean it's a bittersweet victory. You know, I still really appreciate everybody. I'm friends with all of them, but you know, I'm happy we got the win anyway.
Harrison Brown from Total Sports Live. Stratus, how does it feel to just get that first W of the season?
It feels good. I wanted it yesterday, but I'll take today. It's alright.
So my questions, I guess, for the team in general. So the casters pointed out that Corey likes to take a lot of flanking routes. Is that kind of like a strategy you've all prepared beforehand to kind of get into your opponent's head, or is it something that just happens on the fly and it's like, you know what, let's just dominate them, let's just go in?
It's partly prepared, you know, and partly just Corey being Corey. You know, he does what he wants sometimes, and you know, it works. You know, so we just try and play around it as best we can.
I think one thing that's important to note about flanking in this game, since it is a FPS MOBA hybrid, like there's a lot of plays that can be shut down just by playing well as a team. But Corey is like one of the few players that I've ever played with that can go above and beyond, and if he has an angle, he will succeed mechanically. Like he's that good to like overcome the fact that this is a MOBA FPS hybrid game. And I rarely see that in a hits game player. It's actually incredible. He's really, really talented.
Thank you.
Darby Joyce, Overwatch League.com. This question's mostly for Stratus, but Bani could probably speak to it too. Can you tell me a little bit about your off season and what the adjustment's been like to adding so many new players and staff?
I'll let you take this one actually.
Okay, yeah, I mean...
Wait, you weren't the one adding this stuff, I guess.
No, I wasn't, but I do have something that I could say to it. I came in to Houston Outlaws as like, you know, basically a full team. You know, we were on FNR GFE beforehand, so I never really experienced what it was like to like come into a brand new team with like all of this new potential that we have to like, you know, bring together and figure out on the fly. And you know, it was a great, refreshing experience. I think it's amazing to have, you know, I think everyone coming together, it creates like this environment of everybody wants to improve, everyone wants to learn, and like everybody's so like accepting and passionate that it feels amazing. You know, like just every day we work so hard in it. It's great.
I think I can add a little bit onto that in terms of adding on staff. I'm really proud of the coaching staff that we've built this year. I think they go above and beyond in terms of preparing the team, and you see it because they actually end up staying up super late trying to prepare the players. They sacrifice their own personal time. I'm really proud of you guys, and I mean, what kind of general manager in this industry has to tell her coaches to stop working so much? You know? Like, I think everyone wishes that they had a team that works that hard, right? But I do want them to take care of themselves. You need a little bit of a break sometimes.
Thank you.
Jessica Scharnagel from Win.gg. What's the most important thing that you think you'll take away from this week and use to your home games next week?
What do you think, Stratus?
배운 점이나 뭐 그런 거.
응?
이번 주에서 배운 점이나 어쨌든 기술을 한 거 그런 부분에서 뭘 가지고 다음 주로 들어갈 수 있는지.
You can answer.
Oh, you want me to go? I got an answer while I think for one. So for me personally, I think one of the biggest things is that yesterday and today is like one of the few times as a team that we've come together and played on stage versus another opponent under this kind of pressure. And it's actually incredible, like how well we performed under that kind of pressure, especially comparing the first day to the second day. I think we made a lot of improvement. Going forward into next week, especially since we're gonna have a home crowd that will boo the enemy team instead of us, that'll be nice. We'll basically just have a better understanding of how that pressure affects us individually, and we can play around that better. Because now that we've had that experience, it'll just be much easier. The third time.
I have a question for AimGod. How in the world did you survive that long on Junkertown? I was sitting there, I leaned over, I was like, is he still alive?
Honestly, should name that the Great Escape. I don't know how you made it out.
그거 그냥 처음에 한타 하고 나서 우리 팀들 다 죽어가지고 너 혼자 거기 그 상대 기지 쪽까지 플랭킹 해가지고 살아가지고 그냥 자살하려고 그랬는데 팀원들이 그냥 밀어준다고 한번 버텨봐라 해서 그냥 나한테 생체 수류탄 쓰고 버티고 이제 나한테 온 송 하나 잡았더니 어떻게 살아나가게 됐어.
Okay, so after he got the initial kill, he was actually gonna suicide, but his teammate said, "I can push for you." So he used the nade and got back to the team.
That's what makes this team so great, you know? We all like try and save each other. Even when it seems like it's impossible, you know, it's like, we got you, man, we got you. That's great.
There's a good example of that. Actually, on Junkertown as well, I fell down by accident. I literally pressed the wrong button, and Roar was like, I'm coming! And I was like, wow, nice! It feels good. It feels really good.
I thought that was all planned. I saw that.
Oh no, it was not. It wasn't.
I mean, Stratus, you're usually the person on the other side of it, because sometimes Corey's the one in danger.
It's
Oftentimes Corey is the one in danger.
Right.
Stratus will be like, my king, and he'll like toss out.
Run over, try to save him.
So is this like trust that you're building in game also, can you see it coming out of game? Is like the relationship building very natural for you guys?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we make it an effort, and I appreciate our GM so much for building this structure too, is to just, you know, like, we have lunch together, we have dinner together, and it makes it better, you know, and then we sit down sometimes, just play Smash or, you know, play Jenga, yeah. Do the cup song thing, you know, like the... Wow, that was actually nice, yeah. Yeah, and it's a great atmosphere.
So then I kind of want to go off to Anne. So you were on the Gladiators before, and then you're moving into the Washington Justice. What's the philosophy that you're bringing into this team that you really want to execute?
I think one of the biggest things I took was actually from Team USA, building a team with characters that can really be friends with each other and build and grow with each other. And so far we're doing pretty good with that, I think.
Someone's gonna take that clip of you guys doing the cup song
Oh
and
my.
make it into a GIF.
I need to see the whole thing.
That was clean, actually. I'm so happy about that.
We can get cups, I think.
I'm not good at
No,
that.
I'm beating you guys, we have so much practice!
I think the fact that we both synchronized and stopped at the first part shows like how little
You
we
guys
actually.
mess up at the second part.
All right, listen, I'll bring cups next week.
Okay,
All right.
perfect.
It's your next social media PR move.
All right, one more question.
Did you guys get to explore Philly at all? And if so, what'd you think?
Decent amount, yeah. Kind of walked around just to go to restaurants. I mean, we didn't get to like go to any like big landmarks or anything, but I really enjoy it. You know, it feels like a real city. Not something that I've lived in much, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
I actually took them to Double Knot. Highly recommend. Love that place if any of you are Philly locals here. You know, Stratus, Elevo, and Arc have been playing a lot of Pokemon Go recently, so they actually end up exploring because they walk around a lot. Sometimes we have to let them go do extra laps even though I'm waiting for certain things. They're like, please let me go on one more round, and I'm like, okay, fine.
I'm not proud of it. That game died 4 years ago. I was still playing it.
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Wait, hold on. One more clip.
No! Oh, you won it!
Someone's gotta fill it.
Let's see it.
I'm gonna.
Alright.
Oh, he's gone. AimGod's walked away.
Wait, this is like.
Wait,
No, now I feel like there's too much pressure.
It's way too much pressure. Come on.
Oh yeah, now I'm
Stop,
nervous.
please. No. Yeah.
Hey, someone play
I'm gonna do the fake one. Oh, that's so fast.
Yeah. Nice,
All right.
nice and easy tempo. All right, ready?
Wait,
Yeah.
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It was good effort!
I tried. Nice.
Nice.
So that's it.
That was a solid attempt.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.